This is the Roulette Master, and today I'm going to share with you a roulette system that I created last night and won a lot of money at the casino with, and I hope you like it. And today we're going to put this system up against 5 double streets in a head-to-head matchup, and we're going to start with that first, and I can't wait to share that with you. And let's just jump right in and get started. I think you're going to love this one, guys, and let's place the bet. So with 5 double streets, we're just going to pick any 5 double streets, so let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. That's a $25 total bet, and let's spin. And I can't wait to share with you what I came up with last night because it worked fantastic. Let's see if it does again today when we're testing it out. And that's a $5 win. We're up $5 with 5 double streets. Let's just rebet and spin. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 17 black. And that's a $5 win, so we're up 10 now, and we'll just rebet and spin again. I'll share with you what to do when you lose with 5 double streets once we have a loss here. And here we go. That's a 23 red. That's another win, though. The great thing about using 5 double streets is you have a lot of coverage. You're going to get a lot of wins. We're up $15. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin again. And here we go. So with the 5 double streets, there's 6 numbers in each double street, so that's 30 numbers covered. And we haven't had a loss yet, so we're up $20. Let's rebet and spin again. All right, here we go. Really nice coverage with this one. And that's a 16 red. That's another win. We're up 25. Let's rebet and spin. And the system I came up with last night that I'm going to show with you here pretty soon made it to where I can make a lot more money than I would normally make with something similar to it. So hopefully we'll see that again today. And we're up $30. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And here we go. Making money is always a better thing, isn't it? And let's see. The only way to know if it continues is to keep testing it out. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And the more reps you get in, anytime you're testing these systems, the better you feel about that system. We'll see how it does today. That's a 10 black, and that's another $5 win. We haven't lost yet. We're up $40. Let's rebet and spin. And the great thing about being up more than what the bet amount is that we'll still be up even if we have a loss. But I'll share with you what to do next here shortly because we just had a loss. And we're going to start by doubling that bet. So let's double from 25 to 50. And here we go. We're going to try to get 3 wins. And that's a 26 black. Okay, that's 1 win right there. We're up 25. Let's rebet again. We're going to try to get 3 wins. If we don't get 3, we'll have to double again. And here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 35. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And sometimes with this, you don't get all the way back in session profit with 3 wins. But that's okay because, and we just had another loss there with a double zero, so we're going to have to double again. That's okay because with 5 double streets, you're going to get so many wins that even if you do cycle down a little bit, it's going to be okay because you're going to get it back. And that's a win there, so that's 1 win. We need 3. And let's go ahead and spin. This is a $100 total bet. And here we go. We've had 2 losses so far. And that's another win there. Let's go for our 3rd win. We're up 25. Let's rebet and spin. And you can see we're not going to be in session profit if we get our 3rd win here. And that's okay. We'll build it back up. That's a 22 black. And there's our 3rd win. So we're only up 45, but we're going to reset because when we get our 3 wins, we're going to reset no matter what. And let's go back to 25 and spin. And here we go. Sorry, I got something in my eye there. That's a 25 red, and that's a $5 win. So now we're back up 50. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. All right. That's a 2 black, and that's a loss. So we're going to double that and try to get 3 wins. If we don't get 3 wins, we're going to double again, and that's why we have the bankroll that we're using today, which we'll go over here in a second, and that's a 6 black. And we got 1 win. Let's rebet and spin. Try to get win number 2 right here. And here we go. Okay, that's a 1 red. That's another loss. So we're going to have to double again. We're going to be at a $100 bet now instead of 50. And you can get multiple losses even with this many numbers covered. It just doesn't happen that often. But there's 1 win. Okay, you can see we're only up 5 now. This will be win number 2 if we can get this right here. And then hopefully we can cycle back up again and go a little ways without losing. But when you're hitting zeros, and it doesn't do you very good with this. So we're going to go ahead and double again to 200, and let's try to get our 3 wins now. And this is why we started out with a fairly low bet, and this is going to be a $2,000 bankroll system. And my goodness, we just keep losing. So again, this is why you want to start low with the bets, so that you have the ability to do this. And with our $2,000 bankroll, we're able to keep doubling up to this point. But that's 1 win. And you can see now we're at minus 215. Let's go for win number 2 right here. And then if you get your 3 wins and you're down, then we'll talk about what happens next, because that's a different situation than just being not in session profit. So let's rebet and spin again and try to get win number 3. And here we go. And that's a 21 red. There's our 3rd win. And what I do is, if I'm still down after I get 3 wins, and that's different than not being in session profit. If I'm still down, what I do is I just cut the bet in half. So we're going to go from 400 back to 200. And let me put one of those back out there. I took one too many off. There we go. And then let's try to get 3 more wins right here at 200. Okay, that's a 27 red. There's 1 win. We're at minus 15. Let's go for 2 wins right here. And here we go. And that was a lot of losses. And we got another loss. Man, that's a lot of losses. We lost on the 00. We lost on the 35, the 00 again down below. Man, that's not good. So let's go ahead and double again. Now we're back to 400, but we can do that with the $2,000 bankroll. You can also do this with a $400 bankroll in dollar units as well, and that's an 11 black, and there's 1 win. So we're at minus 135. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. That's a 22 black. Okay, there's our 2nd win. We're at minus 55. We'll rebet and spin again here, and if we get the win here, we'll cut that in half. That's a 24 black. Okay, and we're nowhere near session profit, so we're going to cut that 400 down to 200. And here we go. They put that one back out. It took 1 too many off. Okay, let's go ahead and spin and see if we can get 3 wins at 200. We should eventually be able to go on a run here with this many numbers covered. There's 1 win, and we're up 65. Let's rebet and spin. Try to get 3 wins here, and then we'll reset. And that's a 28 black. Okay, and we're up 105. Let's rebet and spin. And if we get this one, let's reset back to base level. That's a 30 red. And that's a win. So we're up $145 now. Let's go all the way back to where we started at a $25 bet. Okay, so we're up $145 now, and let's go ahead and spin. And again, if you're in a lot of profit, you don't want to have to just cut it in half. You want to restart, even if you're not in session profit, and play it smart. We're up 150. But if you do get to where you are way down, then cutting it in half is a good option. And that's a 29 black, and that's a $5 win. We're up 155. And let's see how many wins we can get in a row at $5 here. And $5 win per spin, and that's an 8 black. Okay, we're up 160. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 25 red. Okay, we're up 165. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 31 black. Okay, and we're up 170. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin again here at base level. And here we go. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 175 now, getting $5 per win. But you can get a lot of wins in a row sometimes with 30 numbers. It's a lot of coverage. And just as I say that, we hit a 00. So that's our 3rd 00 today so far. So let's double that and try to get our 3 wins. And then we'll go ahead and reset. Here we go. That's a 26 black. There's 1. Let's rebet and spin. Try to get win number 2 right here with 5 double streets. And then coming up, the system I used last night at the casino to win. I hope it wins again today, and we're going to find out today. So let's go ahead and double again and spin. And we're at $100 total bet now. Let's try to get our 3 wins. Okay, that's a 16 red. That's 1 win. We're up 130. Let's rebet and try to get win number 2 here. And here we go. That's a 23 red. There's win number 2. We're up 150. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin again here. That's a 20 black. And there's win number 3. So we're up 170. We go back to 25. Again, if you're anywhere near session profit, you want to go back to the start, especially if you're in good profit. And that's our 3rd double zero of this session. Wow. Okay, we're going to double again. So let's go from 25 to 50 and spin. If we have another loss, we'll need to double again. And here we go. That's an 8 black. There's 1 win. We're up 155. Let's rebet and try to get win number 2 right here. And that's another loss, 35 black. So not ideal. We lost 2 out of the last 3 with 30 numbers. So we're going to double again to 100 and spin. And we'll start counting again and try to get our 3 wins here. All right, that's a 12 red. And there's 1. We're up 125. Let's rebet and spin again here. And here we go. That's a 27 red. Okay, that's another win. We're up 145. Let's get win number 3 so we can restart here. And here we go. And that's a 28 black. There's win number 3, so we're up 165. And we'll go back to 25. Back to where we started, and let's go ahead and spin. Here we go, and I can't wait to share with you that one I used last night. And if it does good in testing again today, I will be using it again tonight at the casino. And I look forward to that. So let's go ahead and double and spin. And here we go. That's a double zero. I think that's the 4th double zero of this session. And we're going to double again from 50 to 100 and spin. And looking forward to a great night tonight at the casino. And that's a 19 red. There's 1 win. We're up 110. We're going for win number 2 right here. And here we go. That's a 36 red, though. We just lost again. So we lost on the 36, the double zero, and the 35 there that you see in the history. So let's go ahead and double again to 200 and try to get our 3 wins here at a $200 bet. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll or a $400 bankroll for dollar units. And there's win number 1. Let's get another one here, and then we'll check our balance and see where we're at. That's a 35. We lost again. Okay, so we're at minus 150. We're going to have to double again to 400, but we have plenty in the bankroll to do that because we started so low with the bets, which is very important with $5 on each. So there's win number 1, and we're at minus 70. Let's go for win number 2 here, and let's see. Once we get the 3 wins, if we do, we'll see if we need to cut in half or restart. Okay, there's win number 2. We're up 10. So it looks like if we get a win here, we're going to need to cut it in half because we're nowhere near session profit, and that's a 5 red. Okay, there's win number 3. We're up 90, so let's cut it in half from 400 to 200. And let me add one of those back in that I just pulled off, and let's spin. And let's see if we can get 3 wins here and get us back closer to where we were. That's a 16 red. There's 1 win. We're up 130. Let's go for win number 2 right here. And here we go. That's a 30 red. That's win number 2. We're currently up 170. Let's go for 1 more, and then we'll reset and hopefully be in a much better position here. That's a 24. Thank goodness it didn't hit that 36. So we'll reset now. We're up $210. And let's go back to 25 now. And I took 1 too many off there. I need to put a 5 back up there. All right, and let's spin back to base level, and we only have 30 seconds left with this one. Let's see how it closes out, and then I'll show you that system I used to win last night that I'm planning on using again tonight. But let's see how it does in testing today first, and hope you guys like it. And here we go. That's a 5 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 220. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin, and here we go. That's a 1 red. Okay, and that's a loss. So we're going to have to double that bet to 25 to 50 and spin. Actually, I'm sorry, we're right at the 15-minute mark now, so this will be our last spin. That's a 6 black. Okay, so after 15 minutes, we made $205 profit with 5 double streets. So as long as you're somewhat near to session profit, you want to restart when you get 3 wins. If you're losing money or you're really far away from session profit, you can cut the bets in half, and it's a little more risk there, but it does get you back to where you were a lot quicker. Let me know down in the comments what you think of 5 double streets and this little modification of cutting the bets in half when you need to, and that would be fantastic. And now I'm going to share with you the system I used in the casino last night to win. I'm looking forward to using it again tonight, but let's see how the testing goes today first, and I can't wait to share this with you. Let's jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for me to share with you how I won in the casino last night and how I'm planning on winning again tonight if it tests well again today, and I can't wait to share this with you. We're going to start with a bet on 1 to 18 for $10, and this is going to be a system where we're going to start by playing 1 up, 1 down, but we're going to wait for a trigger, and I'll share with you what that trigger is as we go through. But right now we're going to go left to right. We're going to go to even for 20. We're going to go up 1 unit right now, but once we have a trigger, I'm going to share with you what to do with that trigger and what we're looking for. So that's a win there. So we'll go from 20 back to 10. So we're going to go from 1 up, 1 down. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for 2 numbers in a row that are in the same double street. So while we're doing the 1 up, 1 down, we're going to look for 2 numbers in a row in 1 double street. So keep that in mind as we go through, and that's a 3 red. Okay, that was the 3 and the 12, so those aren't in the same double street. We won that one. You can see we were on red for 10, so now we'll be on black for 10. And we're up $20. Let's go ahead and spin. And we're going 1 up, 1 down in the stage 1 of this, and that's a 00, so we definitely lost. So we'll go to $20 on odd, and we still don't have 2 in the same double street, but we're keeping our eyes open. And here we go. That's a 0, so we definitely lost that one. So we're going to go up 1 again. We'll go to 19 to 36 for 30. We're just going left to right across the outside bets. And here we go. That's a 16 red, and we lost again. So we're going to go to $40 now, and we'll be on 1 to 18. Okay, so we're at minus 40. The bet's 40, and here we go. And we got it. That's an 8 black. And we're still looking for those 2 numbers in 1 double street. We won, so we're going to go from 40 back to 30, and we'll be on even. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 26 black. Okay, that's a $30 win. So we'll go back to 20. We still don't have 2 in a row in a double street, but we're keeping our eyes open. We're on red for 20 now. We're going 1 up, 1 down, and we're using all the outside bets, moving left to right. And then when we get to 19 to 36, we go back to 1 to 18. So we lost that one, $20 on red. So now we'll have 30 on black, and we're looking for a 2 in a row of a double street. We still don't have one, but that's our trigger we're looking for. And then once we have it, I'll share with you what to do next. That's a 27 red. We lost. So we're going to go to 40 on odd. And we still don't have 2 in a row in a double street, but keeping our eyes peeled. Here we go. And this really helped me make a lot more money last night than just playing 1 up, 1 down. So we lost there on odd. We're going to go from 40 to 50, and we'll be on 19 to 36 here, and then we'll check our balance. Ooh, a 0. That's not good for us. So we're going to go up again. So we're going to go from 50 to 60. And we'll be on 1 to 18. We're at minus $110. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 13 black. Okay, we got to win at 60, so we'll go to 50. and we're keeping our eyes peeled on those double streets. 50 on even now. Let's see if we can get an even number and get back in profit here soon. All right, we did. That's a 14 red. And let's see, we have 2 in the same double street. So now it's time. We got our trigger. We're back to even right now. And remember that we are at 50. So the next bet would be 40 after we use this trigger. So, and the last bet, let's check that, was on even. So the next bet would be on red for 40. So, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to use our trigger now. So we're going to take $100 chips, and we're going to bet on every double street except for the one that had the last 2. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. So we're going to leave out the 13, 14 double street, and we're going to try to get 1 win. Okay, that's a $500 total bet, but we have a $2,000 bankroll. So here we go. That's a 19 red. All right, so we got a $100 win. So now we go back to level 1, and remember it was $40 on red was the next bet. So we're up $100. Let's go ahead and spend. So now we're back to level 1, and we're going to keep our eyes peeled for 2 in a row of a double street again. We won at 40, and now we have 2 in a row of a double street again. So it's time to do it again. All right, here we go. We're going to bet on every one of them except for the one that had the last 2 numbers. And then we're going to spend. That's a $500 total bet, but we do have a $2,000 bankroll. And that's a 9 red. And we got the win. That's another $100 win. Now we're up to 40. So now we're going to go back to where we were. And if you ever forget where you were at in level 1, that's okay. You can always just restart, especially after you're definitely in session profit after you win another $100. So let's just go ahead and we'll start back on, let's go to even for 10, and let's go ahead and spend. As long as you keep it moving left to right, it doesn't really matter if you lose your spacing there. The key is that the bet is random, or I mean, the bet isn't going to be on the same thing each time, if that makes sense. So let's go to 20 now on red. So you definitely can, if you're in session profit because you just won in level 2, it doesn't really matter if you reset back to 10 again. The first time we did it, we went back to where we were at $40, but you don't really need to because it's actually safer just to reset again because we just won another $100. So let's go ahead and we'll be 10 on black here. And let's go ahead and spend. But if you can remember where you're at and you want to keep going with that, that's fine as well. That's a 25 red. And we lost, so we'll go to 20 on odd. We're looking for our next trigger of 2 in the same double street. So here we go. And that's a 28 black. Okay, and we have it again. We have our trigger. So we don't have to worry about... the next bet, if we did it, would be 30 on 19 to 36. So we can do that if we get the win, or we can go back to 10 if we're in new session profit. But let's use our trigger to our advantage. And the 25 and the 28, we have 2 in a row in the same one. And this is what I did last night, and I plan on doing again tonight if this tests well today. And so far, so good, but let's see what we get here. That's a 22 black. And we got the win. So we're up $320 now. And this really increased my profits last night at the casino. So remember, I think we were on 40 for 19 to 36. But again, you're in session profit. So if you want to go back to 10, you can. But this time we'll go ahead and just stick with where we were in level 1. But you don't have to. If you win another $100, you can be safe and just go back to where you were at 10 if you want to. We're going to go from 40 back to 30 now, and we'll be on 1 to 18. And I like this just moving left to right because it keeps the bet where it's moving around, and you're not always betting on the same thing. That's a 13 black, and that's a win. So we'll go back to 20. And we're keeping our eyes peeled for our next trigger. We're up $390. Our next trigger of 2 in a row in a double street, and that's a 13 black. We lost. We have 2 in a double street again, so we have our next trigger. So let's do it. And we have 2 13s. So we'll leave that double street out, and we'll try to get a win right here with 500. And here we go. That's a 32 red. and we got the win. So we are up 470. We're at in session profit, so let's just go back to 10. We'll go red for 10. And but really anywhere you can start wherever you want after you get a win like that, and you can go back to base level whenever you want because you're definitely in session profit. So we're up 480. The key is to keep the bet moving and not betting on the same thing every time with your one up, one down. And then you have the option of, even though you're going one up, one down, if you win 100, you can definitely be safe and go back to 10. You don't have to go back to 40 or 50 or whatever you were on because you're doing well. And that's an 18 red. We lost, so we'll go to 20 on 19 to 36. We're at 480. And the main thing we're doing is while we're waiting for our trigger, we are making money with the one up, one down. We lost there. And let's see, we have a 15 and an 18. They're in the same double street. So it's our next trigger is here. So we're going to bet on everything except for that double street, the 15, 18. All right, and let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. All right, that's a 21 red. And that's a $100 win. So now we're up $560. And this is what I did last night, and I just made a lot of money doing this. But let's see how it tests the rest of the way through. Let's just start on red for 10 this time again and spin. Again, it doesn't really matter when you win 100 if you resume where you were at or not. The key is that you're making money while you're waiting for your trigger. And once you win the 100, you're back in session profit. We'll go to 20 now on black. And here we go. And that's a 6 black. That's a win. So we'll go back to 10 on odd. And no, actually we won't. We just hit our trigger again. So we're up $570. And we're going to leave out the 4-6 double street. We have 2 in a row. All right, so here we go. And that's a $500 bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see if we can keep winning. That's a 6 black. And man, that for the first time, this is the first time I've lost with this. So here's what you do if you lose, you have to make a decision. We have a $2,000 bankroll. So what I would do now is double the bet because we have the $2,000 bankroll. But let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. Then I'll talk to you about how the next decision goes. That's a 10 black. Okay, now that's a $200 win. Now we're not in session profit, but what I would do is I would restart. If you get a win there, I would not do that again. So that's not going to happen a lot where you get 3 in a row of 1 like that. So I would just restart. We'll start on red here for 10 and spin, and let's just start making money on the one up, one down again. If you don't have to be in session profit, and you see why we played it safe there, because we just hit a 0. And if you're in good profit and something crazy like that happens, like 3 in a row of a double street, just and you're in profit, just get back started again and don't risk a lot. So we'll go to 30 now on odd and spin, and we're still keeping our eyes peeled for the next 2 in a row of a double street. But that's the first time I've had the 3 in a row of 1 double street, but it just shows you it can happen. And it's always better when it happens when you're testing it. See, the 23 and the 27 are not in the same double street, so we're going to continue on. We'll be at $20 after that win on 19 to 36. We're going one up, one down, and going left to right. And you just have to think through those things when you do have something crazy like that happen. If you're waiting for a trigger and it doesn't pan out, you have to just be smart. We're up 290, and hopefully, when we do this together and you kind of see how I think through those, let me know down in the comments if you agree with what I'm doing or not. And that's what this is all about. I love getting feedback from you guys. We're up 280, and let's go ahead and spin. And if this continues to work, I will use this in Vegas this week. But I would love to hear from you guys first and see what you think about this. And we're going to go from 20 back to 10 after that win. We're up $300. I know we're not up what we once were, but since we did lose $500 on one spin, we're pretty lucky to be back up a good amount. We're up $310. So let's go ahead and spin. And that's actually the first time I've lost after betting on the 2 in a row. The other way you could lose would be if you hit the 0 or the double 0, which can happen. So we'll go to 20 on odd now. We're still keeping our eyes peeled for the next 2 in a row of a double street. And here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, that's a win, so we'll go back to 10. We're still looking for our next trigger of 2 in a double street, and here we go. That's a 17 black. Okay, we lost, so we'll have a $20 bet. Actually, wait a second. Those might be in the same one, 15, 17. And they are. So we have our next trigger. So let's go to $100 chips. We'll leave out the 15, 17 double street. And I think we've already had that one. This is the second time we hit that same double street. And let's do our $500 bet now and spin. See if we can pick up another $100. That's a 19 red. We got the win. So another $100. Now we're up 410. We resume. And again, you don't have to start out where you were before. You're in new session profit. So we'll just start on 1 to 18 for 10. You can start wherever you want, and you know, it's fine to go back to 10. It's probably safer if you're in new session profit anyway, just to restart the 1 up, 1 down, because you just made a lot of money. So we'll be at 10 on even this time. We're at 420, and let's go ahead and spin. And basically, we're just doing this 1 up, 1 down to make some money while we're waiting for our trigger, and that's a 1 red. Okay, we lost, and the 1 and the 8 are in a different double street. See, that was on even, so we'll go 20 on red now, and let's spin. And this is our last spin. We're actually at the 15-minute mark, and that's a 20 black. And we lost that one. So we made $390 profit in 15 minutes with this strategy. And we lost a $500 bet. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm going to win with this again tonight at the casino, or if you think it's going to backfire. And that's why we test these things. And the more you test them, the more that you find out if it's a good way to play or not. And would love to hear from you guys. If you want to send a system in, send it to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com, or that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I do this every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And I just really appreciate everything you guys have been sending me. It's a lot of fun seeing what you guys are coming up with. If you're enjoying this search with me for the best roulette system every day, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's keep growing this community of people that love roulette. Can't wait to get to Vegas in a couple days, and it's going to be a fun week. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.